Hello and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to take a look at forms. This was newly introduced in 5.31. If you head over to GitHub, you'll be able to see kind of the list of changes to Nylo. But yeah, it's a really powerful new widget that allows you to create forms in your project. Let's imagine we have a login form. We just need like an email and password. We could create like a whole form for that so that the user can submit data and then we can then do something with that data. There's also validation. You can cast the data as well to a certain type. And in this video, I'm just going to basically give you a whole overview of how it works. You can get started by heading over to Nylo.dev and just downloading Nylo from here. And once you build and run for the first time, you're going to get the landing page, which is going to look something like this. And now that you're kind of set up with the project, what we need to do from the console is just run metro make form. And I've kind of, already got this here. So let's do login. And what that's going to do is create a new form inside our forms directory. You can see app forms. And then if we just dive into that form, this is what Nylo has created for us at the moment. And we're going to modify it slightly for our project. But yeah, essentially you should have the same result. To show a form in your project, we'll first just need to add it. So typically this would work best with a list view or some sort of scroll view. I'm going to set this equal to true false, children. And then here's the important part, so we can use knife form. And then this is going to expect a form. So we just need to initialize a new form, which is login form. And that's all we need to do. So if we build and run again, you should see now that we have this form out the box, and that's all we need to do. There isn't any like complicated like text fields or text controllers or anything. It's all handled from this one instance now. So let's just add our field. So we're going to have email. And the next field we're going to have is password. These fields here we can delete. We don't really need them. And we also need a submit button as well, so that when the user clicks submit or log in, they will actually submit this form. Okay, so that's all we need. Last thing I'm going to add is just like a little bit of padding. Okay, so this is currently what we got at the moment. So if we just, let's just print out what's getting submitted at the moment, just so you can see, let's build and run. Okay, so now if we just try entering some data, let's just put in mail at, yeah, something like this, password 1. So yeah, currently, yeah, the data is coming back and that all works. Then we're able to do something in our submit button. But to make it better, because really the password should be, you shouldn't be able to obviously see the password, and we can do some like custom styling as well to make it a bit nicer rather than these lines. So what we can actually use is a form cast called email, and we can do the same with password too. So we just switch that to password, and now when we build and run, you can see we get this nice more like a different interface really, basically for the user. So now if we enter in an email like so, you can see that's all working. There is some really cool things with password too. You can actually set it to viewable if you like. So we set viewable equal to true, for instance. Now, when we go to the password field and enter in the password, you can see it just automatically allows us to view the password. So that's something you can define on your form cast like that. For now, we'll just leave it without that. And yeah, next thing we can also do is add validation, because at the moment, if we just add in some validation, you can see that we're able just to continue posting, and it doesn't really handle any validation for us. So what we can use is the validate property here. You can just add validate this parameter, and then we just need to add in a form validator. And the form validator has a few things you can do. For email and password, it's pretty straightforward. There's out the box, there's like some default ones you can use. So we could just say email here and password down here. And now when we build and run, you can see it's expecting a real email. So if we just do John or something like that, you can see that's going to be accepted. And here we need a password with one uppercase letter, one digit, and you can see now we're able to pass. If this data isn't valid, so say for instance like this, and the user tries to submit, we're going to get this notification, toast notification, and you can actually enable if that shows or not on your Nylo form. Sorry, on your unsubmit, you can see we have show toast error. So you can see down here, show toast error, and you can set this equal to false or true. So if I was just to build and run again, you can see now it's not being displayed. And if you actually wanted to handle the error itself, you could use on failure. This is going to return back the error for the field as well. So if we just try that and build and run, so it should enter some bad data. And you can see here now we actually just get the validation exception, and then you could actually handle what happens in your project like that if you wanted. But for now, we're just going to remove this and keep it the same. So it's like it was before. So that's all working. And there's some really cool things. You could actually set the strength for the password. So if we do strength 2, now it's going to actually ask for a special character as well. And again, this is kind of like all out the box. But if you wanted to actually handle a custom rule, you can actually provide a rule like so. And then here you can like customize it even further, really. You can see like not empty, maybe like a min of it's like 6 letters. And now you can see that's working. And you can also pass in a message too. So something like just do must be 6 characters like that. And you can see now that's the message that's shown. And if we submit as well, just put an email here, you'll see that is the error that will be shown here too. So it's really powerful. There's a lot you can do with it, and you can actually head over to the validation section in the documentation and learn more about some of the validation rules that you can use out the box. So these are the current ones that we have, and these will kind of work for you. The next thing I'll show is dummy data. I don't want to go too fast in this video, but I just want to give you an overview basically of how you can use this. So sorry if the speed is a bit fast, but let's add some dummy data in. So dummy data, if you're not familiar, it's just dummy data for the field. If you're in a developing environment where you're constantly developing and you just want fields to be pre-filled, you don't want to have to fill out the fields each time, you can just add in some dummy data. In production, this data isn't going to be shown, it will just be shown in developing. And to switch your environment, you just need to go to your .env file and just make sure this is in developing like so, and switch it to production when you don't want it to. Set developing data. So let's do that. Now if we build and run, you can see this state is now pre-filled for us. So if you wanted to save time, you can use dummy data. You could use a package like Faker to have it dynamically generate fake data as well for you. But this is more or less like a quick example. And if I actually set this to production now, you'll see that it will disappear. So we're not using dummy data anymore. So that's kind of how that works. And the last thing I'll show is actually styles as well. So you might be interested in understanding like how styles work if you wanted to actually customize the style yourself. What we can do for that is head over to style here and form style. And inside here we have one for the text fields. So you just need to uncomment this. And you can define your own styles, but for this video, I don't think I'll have time to explain that one. So let's just do this one, default, and this is applied globally to basically all your text fields. So for this, we can set, let's just make, it's not going to be the prettiest, so I'm just going to set this equal to blue. And for this, we're going to have to remove the cast here. Just need to remove that because the cast is actually going to provide a style for us if we use email and password. So if we try and build now, you see that we have now the global style. And yeah, we can also let's just say, for example, like shade of that, and yeah, kind of customize basically anything you could do with a text field. You can do it all inside here. You can see the copy with has all the methods basically that you can override and set this for all the text fields, and that will just be applied globally. But for instance, yeah, if you did want a custom one, you could yeah just add your own one here, like my style. And then to use that, we just need to set that on the field. So if we head over to our form, we can just use style and then just provide our style like so. And yeah, that will then be applied. But yeah, it's currently the same. There's a way to actually group fields together as well. So what we can do is just create some more fields. Let's just do, um, like first name, and then yeah, let's maybe do our last name, and yeah, yeah, I guess we could use the same rule. Maybe just that, maybe not empty will be fine. And yeah, we'll just do the same for the other one. So yeah, if we build and run, you're gonna see that they're still stacked together, just yeah, in like column form. But yeah, if we want to set them in like a row, all we need to do is just add a list element here and just pass it like this. And now when we build a row, you can see that they're next to each other, and it's just grouped now into a form, into a row element instead. So it's a lot nicer if you just want to capture data and yeah, do it like that. So yeah, that's a really cool feature. If you want to also capture the events anytime that a field is updated, what you can use is onChange. So this is going to contain data, and here we can just, yeah, for now, let's just print out anytime that the data updates. So yeah, if we start typing, let's just put Anthony there. You can see we get the full data when anything's updated. It's gonna, I think, basically show down here. So yeah, really powerful. So the last thing I'll show is actually how to set data as well in these fields. So let's imagine that we have the data that comes from a database, and when we refresh the app for the first time, we want these fields to be populated. What we can actually use is there's a method here called initial data. And then for this, all we need to do is pass in that initial data. So yeah, we could do first name is John, last name Doe, something like that. And now when we build and run, you can see now this is the initial data. You can do it another way as well. There is a way to do it from the form instance as well. So if we just do init, and let's just set here form, we can use set data, which is a pretty easy one. It's pretty much the same as initial data. We can just set the data like this, and yeah, if we build and run again, we'll see that we still get the same data. And yeah, if we just refresh again, yeah, you can see that's updating. If you want to actually update just one field in the form, you can use form set field. Let's do the last name as let's just do Tony or something. And yeah, we should see now that this will yeah get updated. So there's like two methods really that you can use, and also if you're interested as well, there's another way to actually use Kniform. You can actually, rather than actually even doing like all of this, you can actually just do Kniform create, and this is actually going to create the widget for us. So you can see it's doing the exact same as what Kniform's doing, but it's just yeah a lot shorter, and yeah, the on submit will still work and everything. So yeah, this is a really powerful feature. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please check the docs to learn more. Please like and subscribe, it helps the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.